Yo, Charlie. Yeah, make I do this thing sharp, give you the things I. Um, okay, so looking at this is the GU, right? GU looking at only daily, right? We have other blocks. Okay, this is the only guy who can tell us this bearish candle. He's the only guy who can tell us that price is bearish, right? So if tomorrow or this new candle, this new daily candle closes below it, all right, it's going to be the guy that is going to prevent price from buying above it. And with that, you now have your sell and your TP could be on top of this guy, right? Now we have two things right now. We have this giving you what? Price buying. So you have swing high and then swing high, okay? So with this, you have um, something like a W pattern, okay? So price has broken this other block, okay? This guy is the one preventing price from buying. Let me clear my chart again for you to have a clear look, right? This guy is the one preventing price from buying, okay? So now that today price sold, like price went into it but couldn't go above it and sold below it, now it's going to be a stronghold preventing price from buying above it. The next guy that is going to make it so solid is going to be this low, all right? So now this low is also going to prevent price from selling below it, okay? So if price is able to do that, then this same area is going to prevent price from buying above it. Then price will go down. Now, what attracts price is what we call liquidity. Liquidity are these wicks, okay? These things is what attracts price because it's like they need to clear it. It's like I don't know if I how to explain it, but in what in ICT strategy we call it liquidity. That means there are buy and sell orders there, right? So price is getting attracted to these things. Now these things they form setups, right? Like triangles and all of that. So mostly I use my trend line to see if I can find a setup. So plotting this guy to the lowest, which is this guy, you have something like this, right? Now plotting this low to this high, stretching it in, we have something like this, okay? You can bring it up or bring it down. Just have a setup. So you have this. So to be confirmed or to confirm that you are really bearish, it's going to be this guy. Okay, so this guy has to allow price to sell below it. If price is able to sell below it, you could see that it has broken, it will break this trend line. So when it breaks this trend line, that means we are bearish. Price selling below it. The next day, price buying or whatsoever, and we look for sales at this area. Okay, so we look for sell. You use this guy, that means the low to the high, to calculate your TP, right? And that TP is going to be on the breakout, and this area will be your TP, right? That's your first TP, okay? Secondly, you're going to ask yourself, how far and what are the reason why price is going to go as low as that, okay? Then it's what we call liquidity void or liquidity gap, which is these areas. Upon this area that price bought, there is no bearish candle between them, all right, which are other blocks. So that means there is cost. Price needs to do what? Clear its steps, right? So what do? They are going to use these cells to clear that, okay? When it clears that, it will come and respect this high. And what is it respecting? The last bearish candle, okay? If it doesn't respect this, it could respect this one, okay? So all these places are arranged. So your TP could have been the top of this guy and you'll be okay. It will definitely give you setup. Without setup, it is difficult to know where price is going. So with that, you have a fair idea what to do to price. The above. So let me zoom out and have a look at what price is doing. Okay, so now I'm going to use my trend line, plot from here to here, and when I stretch it, you could see that we are on a major area. So looking at this, it is very, very risky at this point, okay? Because one, the reason is that this is a, let me plot it this way, looking like a wedge, a rising wedge, okay? Price has broken out of it. Now, the possibility for price coming back into it is not so clear, but it will be clearer after this other block is taken out. All right, so let me use this again. All right, so it will be clearer after this low has been taken out. So when price takes it out, you realize that we are back into the wedge. Now this wedge also is going to form as a resistance on this area, these areas. So when price is dropping, it's going to drop to this area, and this area, sorry, right? So this area is going to respect. Let me see. Let's say price comes to this area. It's going to respect. Let me zoom out, zoom out, zoom out. Okay, so there we go. It's going to respect this guy. Play or drawing. You've already seen it this week. Okay, so this is where price is coming to. So this cell, when it breaks this low, target your TP here. That is somewhere 1.27930. So to run it up, you can target 1.2900 or 1.2800. So let me put in that coordinate and see what is going to give us coordinate 1.28. All right, let's see where to take us to. This is 1.28. So if this is 1.28, then now to have a fan TP, you could see that on this area, okay, the wick is still on top of our target. We have to be on the safest part of the trade. So we have to use one more round number, run it up to 1.2825285, and let's see where it takes us to 1.285, and that's not bad. Now looking at this 1.285 and looking at our TP calculator, looking this low to this high of our setup, when you bring it into any of the breakups, it brings you to 1.28500. So the safest trade in this is 1.28500, and this should be confirmed after this triangle has been taken out. Sorry, after this bearish candle has been taken out. This is the stronghold. Without this, price is not selling. So until price takes it out, then you can now enter your sell. All right, your stop loss could be here or here. All right, or you go into a smaller time frame and get a clearer stop loss. Right, then you can now know how to take your TP. So I'm thinking 1.28500 will be the best and the safest place to take this trade. Right, so let me go into 4 hour and have a look. What do we have here? Okay, so price is still giving you sorry, lower lows, right? So the last bearish candle, which is this guy, all right, price sold into it, okay, respected it and broke back into it, right? Came here, came back and broke below it again. So with this guy is also preventing. So now this last bearish candle is going to prevent price from buying above it. If it's not able to hold, then this bullish candle is also going to prevent price from buying above it. So maybe market could open like this and then continue going down. When it does that, it's going to give you a setup. Okay, something like this 1, 2. Okay, so if you have something like this, then something like let me see, 1, 2. It's really going to give us a setup. Not so clear. So this is not a setup, right? So oh, come on. Okay, so right. So we are going to my right. So so as I'm saying, if it's going to sell, you need to take out that low because our MA, okay, our MA is we only use it to indicate whether if price is bullish or bearish, and the green on top and the red below tells us that we are still bullish. Looking at the green is our 10 MA, yes, moving average 10, and then the red is moving average 20. So if the 10 crosses the 20, meaning we are bearish now, but we are still bullish. But according to our naked candlestick analysis, we are bearish for now because this candle has been taken out. Okay, so now as soon as this guy is being taken out, we have a firm confirmation of a drop, and with the drop, our TP is this guy 1.28500, and that one is sorry, I think it's sure it's going to do that, right? It's really going to do that. Secondly, we have you have to be looking at other pairs like gold, right? Anytime GU sells, gold is selling. Anytime USD, okay, let's say anytime USD is strong, right? Gold becomes weak, mostly, but not all the time. We call it fractal, right? So I think I'll end it here, and then did I even record this thing? Okay, let's record it. All right, so that is it. This alone will help you know what to do with price. Okay, so 4 hour didn't really give us even 1 hour. We don't really have any proper view, but I still see cells. That cell is going to be confirmed after it takes out this middle candle, which is that small doji over here, right? Okay, Charlie, that is it for GU. It's a pair that I've stopped studying for a while now, so you can imagine. Yep. Okay, enjoy your day.